Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Triffium, and welcome back to another edition of Highlights. We are here for the Singapore Grand Prix, and it's none other than the Tier 2 grid to take you through it. Matteo on pole position, a 134.605 out of him, near 2/10 ahead of Tim, who qualified on the softs as well. That's Tim in the Ferrari there in P2. Kai Bacchini in the Mercedes rounds out your top three here with Crampy and Adrian 4-5. It's just the same. And of course, Unicorn take us away racing here in Singapore.
Well, here we go. The lights playing their angel trickery, but the revs are going up here for the rest of the cars. And there we go. It's a poor start from Crampy. He's sat there like a duck, as well as Kai Bacchini. He's had a terrible start. It's Adrian and the AlphaTauri. They're three wide going to the first corner, and it's Connors with a spin. He's into the barrier. But looking elsewhere on the grid, Tim, he has got past Matteo. They're side by side. And it is the Ferrari up into P1 in lead of this grid. Then we have Adrian. He's had an excellent start, getting past Kai Bacchini and Crampy. Darian Alfie's up into 6th, and Dux, the reserve driver in the Renault, got past that car. She's up 4 places into P7. And it's now Crampy under a little bit of pressure, but he's managed to stay where he is. He's only lost 1 position right now, but unfortunate for the likes of Cotters. Now it's Henners under a little bit of pressure. It's the erasing point of Ixon going up the inside. He's come close to the wall. It's Squid taking advantage of that little battle there. He's up into third, or back up into 13th place. Domi's already up 5 places into 15th. The Renault. It's also worth pointing out, I think Dirk Chocolate,
Matteo
guys
leading Tim. He gets the move back into first position. Here's Kai Bacchini on the inside of the Ferrari now. He's looking for second. Wheel-to-wheel action between these two for podium positions right now. That's the Ferrari back through. A little bit of a tap from Adrian on the rear of the Mercedes, and Crampy is in on all of this as well. There's some contact. Oh! Kai Bacchini's out of this race. Tim has also been collected in this, and I'm not entirely sure what's happened, but that's a massive issue for Kai Bacchini.
Turn 7, here he goes. Up the inside of the AlphaTauri, and that's as easy as you're going to get them. He's going to have the DRS on Darian this time.
Dirk Chocolate's had a major issue. What has happened with Dirk Chocolate? We've had a safety car deployment as a result. McLaren of Dirk in the reserve capacity out of this race, and you hate to see it.
Yeah, Domi and Henners came together just before the final corner.
Oh, there's a little bit of contact between Crampy and Liam. Now it's C-Joss and Ducks fighting. Things are very tight in this midfield right now. Crampy. A little bit of contact. He's been squeezed into the wall. Who's this with him? That's an AlphaTauri. Adrian, yeah.
Wisp just gone past around the outside with Tim in the Ferrari. Now Adrian getting passed by Ixon in the racing point, who's gone very deep, almost.
Oh my, wow. That was so touchy. So touchy for the racing point. I had an amazing view of that from Gadwin's camera. He slotted right in between, and now there's contact coming out of turn 13.
Train in the midfield again. Situated just behind 3rd place. Different drivers in different places this time, as Domi around the outside of turn 6, down into the braking zone of turn 7, and there is the Williams. Maxime isn't letting go of 1st place easily, though. He's holding it around the outside, very nicely defended from the Alfa Romeo, but Domi is going to try and squeeze through on the outside, and there we go, we have got Domi up into 1st place, and it is Matteo up the inside into turn 3, a little bit of contact between the two, but nothing major. And as Darian Alfie looking at the Haas as well, coming down into turn 5, it's the racing point around the outside. Up into turn 1, he's side by side with Maxime B, and he makes another position, and now he can go and hunt down Domi.
What's going to happen between Maxim and Darian, though? Darian's here just the same as we saw it last lap around. He's looking to dispatch another car around the outside. Maxim not falling as easily as Henry did through this turn.
He's not obligated to. He has used 2 compounds of tyres, as Darian has a little bit of a kick coming through turn 13.
There goes Domi ahead of Crampy. And look at the carry of speed. He's going to look to the outside, snaps back to the inside, wheel to wheel as we come through the turn. Does he have the traction on exit? Yes, he does. And there goes Domi into 10th position.
As he gets very close to the wall through turn 6 and almost has a big collision with Domi, who locks up into 7, but manages to make the move.
Battles unfolding on track. Here it goes Ducks on the inside of Henners. Now a little bit of contact as we come wheel to wheel through the turn. Henners is going to hold it for the time being. Domi looking at his teammate in Squid.
Yeah, the two teammates battling out. You can just see the pace. Domi staying the fastest lap, but as well, just out of the final corner.
I think, of course, Liam now under major threat. There goes Darian up the inside. Oh, and he comes back, and there's a little bit of contact between the two. Crampy and now Wisp looking to the outside. Is this going to be a move for him later on the brakes? Very tight racing here. Crampy squeezes him off to the outside perhaps a little bit, but now it's still tight with Wisp back through on the inside of the Haas, and that's the move done for him into 7th. Very tight racing between these two.
Damage on his car. It's going to cost him, and it might just allow the Renault ducks through.
Oh, here we have Gadon on Adrian. This is a very tight section of circuit through Sector 3. The 90-degree turns, of course, as we come through the underpass section there, I believe, with the stands. And we have Gadwin through into 9th position.
These two, they're going very close together, Maxime and Liam. Wisp and Crampy, they're getting pretty close as well, but it is going to be Maxime looking around the outside. Liam knows where to put that car, but Maxime just carrying super amounts of speed. You can see the tire difference is a little bit...
Slight tap there. I think it cost him the traction on exit.
But obviously it's possible, especially Mateo's tires, they're older, so if you see...
That's for sure. Darian Alfie, speaking of tight, on the inside now of the Haas. That's Crampy defending for dear life. A little bit of a slide out on exit, and there's such a difference in pace compared to softs and those worn mediums at the moment. Darian is just clipping in that racing point down the straight. One heck of a drive. Oh, and things are really intense right now. It's almost a 3-car exchange. It's almost a 4-car exchange now. There goes Cotters. What's happened? That's been a huge issue.
Crash. Wisp got squeezed on the inside, I think.
The McLaren coming across the checkered flag here. The fireworks are going off here in Singapore. Where is Domi in this equation? He is coming through on the medium compound tires. It's round 16, tier 2 action. Is it going to be P2 for him? Yes, it is. And Mateo has locked in that race win. Sejoss now coming out of turn 23. With the weave at the line, it's P3 for him, his teammate in the Alfa Romeo. Let's take a look at position changes here. It was Domi who made up 18 positions in this race.